Themaoo Eugene, better known as Themee of Forestier, passed away tragically on Friday, 7 September 2012. She was 43 years old. Left to mourn her common-law husband, Joseph Ashton of Grand Riviere, Grizzly. Her mother, Gloriana Eugene, also known as Miss Toll of Forestier. Daughter, Shanna Eugene, also known as Pemmy Girl of Forestier. Grandson, Baby Roshan of Forestier. Sisters, Christine Paul of Kako Babono, Adela John, also known as Ade of Chateau Belair Soufrière, Beverly Suqua of Forestier, Andrea Eugene of Forestier, Claudia William of Soufrière, Rose in Martinique. Brothers, Barthélemy Eugene, also known as Bethel, Angus Eugene, also known as Chang, Eustace Eugene, also known as Bads, Saint Rose Eugene, also known as Ticox or Bosla, Vivian Eugene, also known as Kong, all of Forestier, Sylvester Theodule, also known as Baldy, and Justin William of Soufrière. Aunts, Juliana John Baptist, also known as Artut, Matilda Calendar, both of Forestier, Catherine Philip, also known as Catwin of Chateau Belair Soufrière, Annette Dennis, and Anita Tita, both in England, Antonia Philip in St. John. Great-grand-aunt, Madeleine Léonce, also known as Mimem of Bourgis. Uncles, Gabriel Emmanuel in England, Ignatius Girahou, also known as Fouet of Forestier, Patrick John, also known as Patouf of Auger Vieux, Lawrence Jean-Louis, also known as Ojo, and George Louis, also known as Berry, both of Forestier. Peter Philip, also known as Lapin of Chateau Belair Soufrière, Brian Philip. Nieces, Sadia Paul, employed of Wright Welding and Machine Shop, Malita Eugene, employed of Courtesy Taxi Point Seraphine, Sanya Eugene of Forestier, Vidal Eugene, student of the Forestier Methodist School, Anella John, student of Soufrière Comprehensive. Nephews, Thaddeus Paul, also known as Cossi, employed of the A-Team Printers, Marius Paul, also known as Pap, employed of Jake Motors, Elvin Paul, employed of Wright Weldon, Gavin Eugene, employed of C&M Construction, Tyler Suqua, student of Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School, Tennessee, Claydon, and Janson John, all of Chateau Belair Soufrière. Cousins, Deborah John, employed of Lucian Country Life in Union, Danley John, Catherine James, Teresa John, also known as Lane, Sylvia John, also known as Sino, Marilyn Joseph, Paulina John, employed of Slaspa, Claudius John, also known as Papo, employed of Le Spo Hotel, Callistus Jean-Baptiste, and Christine Joseph, also known as T-Girl, all of Forestier. Adopted uncle, Alan Girahou, also known as Crite, of Forestier. Mother-in-law, Bernadette Joseph of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Sisters-in-law, Nina Eugene, studying in the USA, Beverly Joseph of Rodney Bay, Valerie Joseph and Marilyn Philip, both of Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Brothers-in-law, Sabas Paul, also known as Jimmy Fred of Kako Babono, Harry Suqua of Forestier, Johnson John of Chateau Belair Soufrière. Son-in-law, Ivan Henry of High Street, Dennery. Stepchildren, Sadia Ashton in Canada, Linus Ashton of Balata, Alison Ashton in Martinique. Godson, Lincoln Justin, also known as Tuboy, employed of the forestry. Best friends, Christine Kajada of the USA, Rosanna Kajada of Forestier. Also left to mourn, Webster Kajada and family, the Eugene family of Forestier, Mac and Martinique, the Prosper family of Balata, the Kodra and Joseph family of Forestier, the Alexander family and other friends of Kako Babono, the Leons family of Bourgis, Morel Raymond of Genoa. Also the entire grieving hearts of the community of Forestier. The funeral service of the late Themaoo Eugene, better known as Themae, will be held at the Forestier Methodist Church on Tuesday, 25th September 2012 at 2 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Forestier Cemetery. The body now lies at the Rambally's Funeral Parlor on Calvary Road, Castries.